Yeah, so you've been in the business for quite some time, a couple of decades.
I studied electronics at university and left uni in 1984, and then made the rash decision to set up my own business. And I've been in business on my own ever since. I've never actually worked for anybody apart from myself.
Yeah, so you mentioned the ups and downs just now, right?
Yeah.
Like the many lows and now riding the high. So if you have any advice for someone who's currently riding that wave, what would it be?
You've got to believe in yourself. If you're an entrepreneur and starting a new business, you've got to have complete passion. Passion is really, really important, because I'm not a natural salesperson. But when I talk to people about my gear and what I'm trying to do, the passion comes across. And when people see the passion, they believe in you. And when they believe in you, they'll buy your gear. If the passion is the same passion that you've got, and it doesn't matter what that passion is, it's just something you want to do. So if you've got a belief in what you're doing and some abilities, you must have abilities. It's not just about belief. You've got to have some innate abilities and determination. Then you will make it. But there's going to be lows along the way, and things don't happen the way you want them to happen, particularly if you're starting a business with no money.
Yeah, so over the years as well, I'm sure there have been a lot of changes throughout the industry.
Yeah.
So if you compare like audiophiles in the past compared to the ones today, are there any, say, major differences in expectation and know-how?
No, because audio enthusiasts it's all about the music and getting emotional with music and wanting to enjoy the music. That hasn't changed. What has changed is the ability to talk to people. So you can get your message across with the internet in a way that you couldn't even dream of 30 or 40 years ago. So in the 1980s, it was a case of attending shows, getting reviewers to review your product, and then that would take 6 months, and then the printed press would turn up, and then you'd see an uptake in sales after about 9 months. Today, you can talk to somebody 6,000 miles away across the world about your product. They'll buy it the next day, and the day after that, there's responses on the internet talking about it. And the internet's changed everything in terms of the ability to talk to people and to communicate the passion, which is what I was talking about earlier. That has fundamentally changed everything.
So with reviewers, of course, there will be people who love your product and people who hate on your product. So
yeah, that's the downside.
Yeah. So how do you find a nice balance to sieve through these different comments and make what you do better?
I mean, the issue is fake news and people making things up, or completely making things up, or making a comment that's not substantiated. We have to be, as individuals, you have to be very careful on what you believe and how you believe things. And I think people are getting a lot more sophisticated today than they were 10 or 20 years ago. Just because someone is writing something, it doesn't make it true. Somebody once said, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but they're not entitled to their own truth. Mm-hmm. I can't recall who it was that said that, but that's very, very true. Everyone's got their own opinion, but you haven't got your own truth.
So just as a little wrap up, what do you plan on doing in your free time, outside this event here in Singapore? Anything you're looking forward to?
No, I've got so much work to do. When I'm finished the show, I'll be on my computer doing design work. So I've got some projects that I need to wrap up. So the downside of being passionate about what you want to accomplish and running your own business means that there's lots of work to do. And even though I'm very successful, I've made more money than I've ever expected to make, it's not about making more money. It's about doing more things and coming up with interesting things. And that's the great thing. You know, I'm 62 now, and I kind of expected that, you know, in my 20s and 30s, I would have gotten to a stage where I've done what I wanted to do, but I'm still discovering new things, and things that improve the sound quality and improve performance. And that's great. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do when I run out of ideas to develop new things.